Life has dealt a lot of people in this world a powerful blow, a harsh hand, painful endings. And what do I mean by that? A lot of people have come into this world and it was just hell coming in and it's hell going out, and it was hell walking through. But one thing you must understand about life is that life is in fact a journey. It is up to you to make it a Jesus journey. And if you don't make it a Jesus journey, you've just made it a devil's journey. And what do I mean by devil? Is because if your hand is not in the hands of Jesus, you are holding hands with Satan. You walk with Satan. You talk with Satan. And Satan is telling you, you are his own. Now, y'all know that don't sound right. Come on now. That don't even sound right. Because normally we would say that Jesus is the one saying. That you would be saying about Jesus, he walks with me. He talks with me. And he tells me that I am his own. Now, that sounds all right. That's relaxed and that's peaceful. But when you've got Satan out here in existence that can say the same thing about some folk, y'all know that don't sound right. Because who wants to walk with the devil? Who wants to talk with the devil? And who wants that fallen cherub to tell him you are his own? Because let me tell you something. Satan is the losing team. And I know it may not seem like it in this world existence, because this world will preach the way that this world preaches to you. First of all, I want to say it contradicts the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I'm not necessarily talking about the world preaching from a biblical aspect. I'm talking about the way life is set up. Everything seems to have a message. So to me, that's a form of preaching. Everything has a message. Meaning, let me use that as an example. Let's talk about the American dream. And people say, okay, well, if you've got the house and the car and the white picket fence and the husband and the wife and the 2 kids and the dog in the backyard and the swimming pool and the good life, they call it the good life. You know, that's a form of preaching to you, because the world will tell you, well, if you have these things, you'll be happy. If you have these things, you will have the American dream. If you have these things, da, 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 da. But let me tell you something. That to me, and people may, opinions may vary and people may disagree with me. Feel free to. I don't feel there's ever been anything called the American dream. I think that's fictitious. And the reason why I say that is because why is it a possibility for a certain group, but not everybody? And the reason why I say that is because even during the times when Americans were under deception, believing there was actually something out there worth fighting for in this damned world, there was always a percentage of people that were abiding, living, and thriving in poverty. So what would the American dream, that term, have to preach to them? The people that were stuck in ghettos and stuck in project areas and stuck in impoverished reservations and stuck on the city streets, sleeping outside. What was the American dream for them? Was it a possibility for them? Because I think that the lying deception in this world, I'll put it this way. Yes, with God, all things are possible. But Jesus said, the poor you have with you always. So I think that to feed people the mindset that everybody has an equal, the equal same amount of opportunity in this world, I find that to be deception. Because not everybody had a chance to climb to the mountaintop and be this, that, and the third. Although all things are possible, it doesn't mean that all things are going to be made manifest. Are y'all following me here? So meaning, you know, there are people that quite possibly grew up in nice neighborhoods or grew up with what they call a silver spoon in their mouths, and they may say, oh, everybody has that same opportunity. You had the same opportunity to go out there and that. See, that's somebody that's out of touch with reality. That's somebody that's figuratively speaking, you're living in a bubble. You need to wake up. Somebody needs to pop your bubble and throw you on the city street so you can see what's really popping out here in this world. No, not everybody had the same opportunities in this life. Just because some people were able to go to college, they were able to get scholarships and grants and all of this and that and the third, not everybody had that opportunity. And so despite what America may be preaching to you about that, it's not the truth. Because there are people that are living in deplorable conditions, and they have been for many, many years and many, many generations.